Postgame Show, brought to you by Viener Foregates and the big dog himself, Rick Jacklich at the Jacklich Law Group. This is the Big Dog Postgame Show. Maryland falls at home 12-11 to arch rival Johns Hopkins. It was an up and down game. It was a beautiful game of lacrosse. I'm Wayne Viener. That's Mason Viener. Hopefully we will have Bruce Posner in a moment. Mason, you've seen a lot of lacrosse this season with your coaching duties. What did you make of this game?
Yeah, I mean, neither team really played a clean game. Maryland's turnovers in the second half just killed them. Hopkins is just playing, right now it's a great team. They don't have a great player, but they're playing great team lacrosse, and it showed. Really physical game out here. And look, a couple calls went against Maryland, and they're tough games, but these teams are truly even. Either one of them could make a run all the way to championship weekend.
Hopkins played a physical brand of lacrosse, creating what the ESPN guys call a couple of yard sale moments more than Maryland did. I was surprised at how physical and fast Hopkins looked up close. They were really good. They had great goals in close. Here's the goal that almost brought the house down as Malt scores to make it 12-11.
She was hot, stealing everything she got. I was bold, she was over the worst of it. Make me get the sister over here.
But it wasn't enough. And so congratulations to Johns Hopkins. They take the trophy home, and Maryland moves on to the Big Ten tournament, and they have to play sooner than they would have had they won. This is actually the view from the very top. This is the Crow's Nest on top of what used to be Bird Stadium. It's SECU, guys. This is one hell of a view out here.
Hey Rick Jacklich, who's your favorite number one Terp?
Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore?
Really?
Now, come on, you know. Raheem Jarrett's always been my favorite number one. Hey, Rock Jarrett, who's your number one?
The Rick Jacklich Law Group.
Why?
Awesome trial results, unbelievable customer service, plus you've taken great care of my mom over the last 20 years.
Just some of the reasons that the Jacklich Law Group has been voted the number one personal injury trial firm in the entire USA.
If you're hurt, call the big dogs.
855-BIG-DOG-1.
So Maryland had the flag timeout. It was a big crowd, not as big as it could have been had the weather been different. What did you make of the artistry of the Hopkins goal scorers up close in that crease area?
Yeah, I mean, really just great and tight finishing, really good passing around it. And again, both teams, when they're scoring, they don't really have single one-on-one dodging players. It's all ball movement. For guys like Melendez for Hopkins who's getting there, and I think really Maltz from Maryland, they just showed that. But the Terps, again, that first-time midfield's just, it has to do more. It has to be more dominant. You saw two long poles for Johns Hopkins going up against Maryland's midfielders. Again, your lack of ability to win one-on-one matchups will kill you. Both of these teams right now, they're vulnerable to early exits in the NCAA tournament because they just don't have that one guy that can really carry it for them. But tonight for the Terps, I mean, they have the ball and they turn it over, and that just shows if they can move the ball effectively through their offensive set, they can get the looks that they want. If they don't, it's just plain ugly.
Got 20 seconds. Oh. There were a few moments, especially the second quarter, Maryland did not have many shots. I think Maryland was lucky to have the score they had on the scoreboard as they went to halftime. Hopkins really stood up to Maryland at the Fogo. You thought Weirman was going to have a big day. You said before the game started, you got to watch out for Marcel. He played pretty well in goal.
Yeah, and both goalies had some great saves, but ultimately, I mean, Timmy Marcel just really down low. His shorter structure, really skilled player. Rupel's he's getting better as time goes on, but some of those shots coming down the alley that are just at a different level once you get to this top tier of lacrosse, he's really struggling with right now. And look, Maryland needs more time. They need to get better here, take that next step coming down the stretch, because look, both of these teams will be playing for a Big Ten championship come next week.
We're going to take one more break, and then we'll be back with Bruce Posner.
Since 1991, Viener Forgates has completed thousands of projects across the DC metro area and around the globe. Use Viener Forgates for your next IT project.
We make your company work. For your next IT project, call Viener Forgates at 301-251-2900 or on the web at vienerforgates.com. One last segment here at CQ Stadium. Bruce, what's your message as we go to close here?
First of all, congrats to Hopkins. It was a great win for them. We were not at our best, but a lot of times your opponent makes you not at your best. Turnovers and all that. But like I said to Coach Philmont, I said it to Brett Makar, Daniel Kelly, the season's not over. We have a lot of goals left that we can accomplish. We have the Big Ten Championship coming up. We'll be in the tournament. I remember 5 years ago, Curtis Cooley said after we lost to Hopkins, Bruce, we could still go all the way. And if it wasn't for a bad call by a ref against Virginia, the Terps might have. This season's just starting. Braden Nurksa, I will say, we have a star on our hands for 3 more years, Wayne. All right? And Ruppel had 18 saves, I think, and giving up 12 goals. That's Mason will tell you that's a darn good percentage. But today, there was a lot in Hopkins in this game after last year. They won. They deserved the win, and that's it. But you know what? We see them, if we can beat Rutgers, we will see them at Hopkins Thursday at 1:30 in the afternoon, 11 days from now, all right? And we'll have our chance for redemption. And you can't ask for quicker redemption than that.
No, you can't. That'll wrap it up. Thank you to Viener Forgates. Thank you to Rick Jacklich, the Jacklich Law Group, for their sponsorship all season. It's the last regular season home game. We'll see you from the Big Ten tournament and then in the NCAAs. Good evening from College Park.